Okay, so we are now back onto the regular showing of our series, so to speak. What's going on, guys? It's Nate Cinderace here, and welcome back to another video. And before I say anything else, I can assure you, it's Violet. You just saw the text there saying about riding Miraidon, not Coridon. Anyways, welcome back. Today we're going to be doing episode 61 of the Pokemon Violet playthrough. And the reason I emphasised that was because in the last episode, we did the epilogue that featured Picture Runt, and it was in Scarlet because I did not want to new game my main file and do all that way. So yeah, I can assure you we are back in Violet. And we've even got Cinders and the rest. Feels like a long time ago since I last seen these guys. But hey, we're not going to slow down there because we have our new agenda today. We are going to try and catch... we're going to try and catch 4, count them, 4 new Paradox Pokemon. 2 in Violet and 2 in Scarlet. There'll be a catch with the ones in Scarlet, but we'll get on to that later. First of all, I never showed this off last time because I wanted to wait till we're back in Violet, but completing the Blueberry Academy story basically unlocks a few things. First of all, if we go to class 1-4, where Brer is, we will be getting something quite interesting. So let's see what she has to say. But before I do, hopefully you're enjoying this series so far. If you are, then that's fantastic. Feel free to drop a like, drop a wee comment down below. It helps the channel continue the way it is or develop in the future. Okay, Miss Brer, what have you got to say? I haven't seen you in a couple of episodes anyways. Hey, Nate Cinders, glad to see you. And yes, it's actually Nate Cinders this time, not another name like last time. You feeling rested and recovered after our big adventure down in the Underdepths? I sure am, yes. Oh, youth really is an enviable thing. I'm still feeling all wrung out, despite having been back for a while now. You had an episode's break anyways, but on to why I called you here. Since our return, I've been writing up everything we discovered on our expedition. Honestly, I've hardly slept. That explains why you're tired. Don't judge us for youth. I obtained Jita's permission to turn it all into a book. So don't worry, I made sure to skip a few details and omit the names of those involved. So voila, a proof copy of the book, freshly delivered from my publisher, just for you. Yay, we've got a book, Brer's book. A proof copy of the exploration notes covering the Area Zero Underdepths. It's filled with long paragraphs describing what happened along with Brer's thoughts. Kind of like a autobiography in a way. I behaved recklessly in the Underdepths. I don't know what we would have done if it weren't for you. Well, believe me, that was a sticky situation. You truly deserve a copy of this book. I just hope it's sufficient as an apology. Ah, we're all good. But there's something else I needed to check with you. This is the main part, by the way. This is the part you wanted to come here for. Would you mind showing me your Terra Orb, Nate Cinders? Absolutely. I thought as much. It's behaving just like Kieran and Carmine's orbs. I think it might be because your orbs were directly exposed to the energy of from Terrapagos. Kieran and Carmine say that even since the Underdepths, they've been able to terrestrialize their Pokemon without charging their Terra Orbs. So yeah, that's the big one. We don't need to heal up every time we want it charged. Actually, there's one more piece of news I should share with you related to those deepest depths. You know the Terrarium core that hangs from the ceiling of the terrarium? Well, until now, I'd been keeping it topped up with a mixture of Paldean soil and water from the crystal pool in Kitakami. Pardon me. That's how we were able to stabilize the terrestrial phenomenon in our academy grounds. But the other day, I tried adding crystals I'd collected from the Underdepths to that mix, and it caused the properties of the core to change. The result? Pokemon shining in rainbow colours have started appearing all over the terrarium. And they have the stellar Terra type. Thanks to this, my research into the terrestrial phenomenon is shining brighter than ever. There you go. Stellar Pokemon are starting to appear in the not just the underdepths actually, but here in the terrarium. Oh, there was one last thing. A man in a blue suit was looking for you over by the entrance to the academy. That's all I have to report for now. Thanks for setting aside some time to chat. I'm off to pay a visit to my publisher, so I'll leave you to it. Next time we meet, I'll ask you for a good long look at Terrapagos. Till then. Okay, she mentioned a guy is upstairs at the entrance. I am not going to deal with him yet because that is a different can of worms altogether. Completely different from what I want to do today, so we're just going to ignore that for now. Anyways, our second reward for completing the story, if we go to class 3-2 where Amaris is, we'll have a chat with her, see what she has to say. Nate Cinders, that's me. Nate Cinders, yep, that's me. You have my thanks for all you have done to help the League Club and to help Kieran. Once you became champion, Kieran withdrew himself entirely from our ranking system. Though I consider this somewhat sad, it is not as if he and I can no longer meet. So does that mean Crispin is part of the Elite Four again? Well, good for him I suppose, but still. More than anything, I'm glad he seems to be acting like his former self once more. Indeed, I have been swept up in joy to such an extent that I prepared a tremendous amount of the flight enabling supplement used in my trial. Please feed your Agias an appropriate portion of it whenever you wish to fly. So we can fly a bit more. Oh, I think Miraidon has clocked it. Yeah, it's eating something. What? You want to fly right now? Yeah, fly around the classroom, why not? Please slow down. The supplement was never meant to be eaten in such large... Miraidon will be able to fly now. Not temporarily. This is a power up like the rest. It would seem your Agias has powered up somehow. From the looks of it, I would guess that it has gained the power to fly whenever you wish it to. Well, I suppose this isn't an acceptable outcome. As it happens, there is a super hard course for my flying time trial. You might attempt it upon clearing the hard course. Feel free to do so whenever you're ready. I'm not gonna lie, I've never done the trial again. The second time I've done this trial was literally during this series. I honestly have not done it enough times to feel confident in the hard mode, but then again I don't know. Time for me to go. So long then. So long then. Wow. So yeah, report number 1. Terrestrializing as many times as you want. Number 2. Miraidon can fly anytime now. Let's go to the League Club room. Now before I continue on, think of it as the opening cutscene to Scarlet and Violet was kind of a teaser of getting that power again, because Miraidon and Koraidon could clearly fly. Anyways, there you are, Nate Cinders, just the person I was looking for. Serrano is here now. He has something he wants to tell us too. I heard the news. You're the new BB League champion, am I right? Yeah, there's a lot. I forgot we haven't even talked to him about it yet. I'll admit it, I'm blown away. Inviting you to this academy was the best decision I've made recently. So, now now that you've had some time to get comfortable here, how did you find Blueberry Academy? Are you having fun? Yeah, it's really good. Good. Just what I like to hear. Anyway, there's a small favour I'd like to ask of you, Nate Cinders. You see, the whole academy's become much more lively and energetic since you came here, and that's got me thinking, maybe we should have even more people come visit from Paldea. Have them come as special coaches or something. You know a lot of people, right? You got lots of friends and everything. No. I mean, yeah, of course. I mean, like teachers from your school, gym leaders, that sort of thing. Oh, and any strong friends of yours are also welcome here. Yeah, sure, why not? I have to be friends with them first. Supposing like a true champion, I knew you were the right person to ask. You can use the clubroom computer to contact anyone you want to invite. Oh, but it will cost BP. We'll need to pay for their trip and such. Here's stuff to get you started. Okay, not money. No, it's just possibly airline points, actually. Maybe you could convert BP into airline points? For them, I mean, up until now you've not really thought about it. We didn't really have to worry about that. I think I'll arrange for the special coaches to stay in this club room when they are not teaching. You should have a chat with them while they're here. Now then, I leave it to you. Enjoy. So long. I promise, and when I do the episodes involving the special coaches, I will look more into the features of this place, but not now. Sorry. So the third and final reward is basically having more options to... Oops, wrong one. Having more options to invite people here. So it's not bad. Oh, before I go any further, while we're up here, there's the man there. He said blue suit, but that's clearly a black suit. Yeah, that man there. I'm not going to talk to him right now. That's for another episode. Because today I want to get up with the main attraction, if you will. We need to talk to someone we have not seen in 15-20 episodes, roughly? I honestly don't know. It's been a while. Maybe probably less than that actually. I think Blueberry started about episode 49, 50? Maybe 50, I don't know. So here she is, it's Perrin with her Growlithe. Let's see what they have to say. Just like that. Perfect. What's perfect? Yeah, that Growlithe remembers us. Hey, wait a minute. Don't I know you from somewhere? Oh, come on, how could you forget me? That's right, my old partner. How are you, partner? I mean, Nate Cinders. I'm all good. Perrin, how are you? That's right. Good old Perrin is still kicking around. You're doing well for yourself, eh? I sure appreciate all that help you gave me back in Kitakami, tracking down the Blood Moon Beast. I honestly feel like I say Kitakami a lot. Not Paldea, not BB Academy, or any other term. I feel like Kitakami is the one I say the most in this series. It's crazy. I never thought I'd just bump into you like this. What are you talking about? I've been going past you so many times, going through the biomes, healing up, going to different places. You have seen me enough times to expect it at least. How about I teach you a new pose to celebrate? Looking good, emote. Oh, but what about that Growlithe I entrusted with you? Is he doing alright? Yeah, I suppose. I hope you put him on your team sometimes and do a bit of adventuring together. That's the thing, I have used Hisui and Growlithe already on my Arceus team, so yeah. I just want to try different Pokemon. And someone's sleepy. So you're here as as some sort of exchange student, huh? Nice. What coincidence, I've just started working here. As a photographer, of course. Nice, that's amazing. Yeah, it pretty much is, right? Though I'm sort of waiting to hear if the school likes my work, to be fair. They say they want snapshots of the Terrarium and the students and all for upcoming marketing stuff. So, how about some pictures of you? Ah, speaking of photos, I've got a hot tip I could let you in on. But if I told you, I bet you'd just go running off right now. I know I butchered that, I'm sorry. How about this? I'll snap some candid shots of you catching tons of Pokemon in the terrarium. Don't worry, you won't even notice I'm nearby. If I make enough headway on my work, by the time you register, say, 200 Pokemon in the Blueberry Pokédex, I'll share that hot tip. I have prepared for this moment. Before recording this, I did bring Pokemon over to this dex, and I have caught all but 4 of them. 236 to 239 I have not caught. Those Pokemon are going to be the feature Pokemon in this episode. I'm going to show this now because why not? Cinderace, the striker Pokemon. It's a fire type, as we all know. Using a ball that made out of flames, Cinderace blinds its opponents and keeps them at bay. I couldn't resist. I'm so sorry. So yeah, as you can see here, I got some Pokemon here. Yeah, recently battled. When did I battle Iron Thorns? Oh, right, yes. Okay, yes. I remember these 5 now. Okay, my point is I did get the dex all but completed, so that we can just get straight onto this. Hey Nate Cinders, don't tell me you already got yourself 200 Pokemon from the terrarium? Impressive. It was nothing. It was nothing. Nothing, was it? Alright, look at you, Pokemon Master. What? What a low stinker. I'm a Pokemon Master? I can't. I mean, we've only just found out what a Pokemon Master is, and believe me, in a game like this, it's not possible. But nice! You probably know more about the Pokemon in the terrarium than I do, and I got here first. Is the laptop? Yep, just a second guys. I will have to make a quick cut to get the laptop charged. Okay guys, I guess you earned yourselves that hot tip. Okay, take a look at these photos, would you? It's almost like we're spotting Boulder. I can see him near the bottom. And this one's just obvious. Sick looking Pokemon, eh? Well, one of them does, the other one's kind of far away. See those strange Pokemon? That first one's called Iron Boulder, and the other one's Iron Crown. Totally unknown Pokemon in totally unknown places. If they're real, it'd be a huge deal. Apparently these places are in Paldea. You have any idea where, Nate Cinders? 1 or 2 places spring to mind. Whoa, are they famous spots? I want to visit them. Of course, you know how it is these days, right? These photos could totally be fakes. But if you want to know for sure, maybe you could go try and search for these Pokemon. I can show you the photographs again anytime, just like that. Just give me a shout. I butchering this, I'm sorry. And find me something good, Nate Cinders. I've got faith in your survey skills. Iron Boulder and Iron Crown. Before we set out for these 2, actually, we should be fine with the amount of Pokeballs. Wow, we have 2 Master Balls. Theoretically, I could use them for that. But then, where's the fun in that? Anyways, I'll be back shortly. I just need to do something quickly. Okay, we are at the great crater of Paldea. We're gonna go straight down and try and find these two Paradox Pokemon. I know where one is for sure. The other one I have an idea of, but it might take a bit longer to find. Not too long, because I know what floor it's on. But I don't know, we'll see. So, the best way is to go down this way. Don't use the teleporter because it's kind of better if you just go from up here so that you can get there quicker than climbing all the way up the hills and stuff. So anyways, what you want to do, and it's also nice to see all these Paradox Pokemon again, you're doing one simple thing. Jump. Because look, just at the bottom there, I do see a Paradox Pokemon. Iron Crown, as it were. Now, there's two things to take note of Iron Crown here. Number one, it's a Paradox Pokemon, of course, so it's going to be strong. Maybe stronger than Roaring Moon and Iron Valiant. Secondly, it's a legendary, which means you're only going to get one per file. So, yeah, save. Saving the game is vital. So we'll try and catch it on the first go. Here we go. It is Iron Crown, the Paradox Cobalion. And I believe it's called Tachyon Cutter or Tachyon Blades. That is its signature move, and it hits twice. I don't know if we'll see it. We might. I just realised I just ruined the first turn because I could have used a quick ball, but it's okay. They're both level 75. They're more or less the same, and they are psychic types, not fighting. They're psychic. Tachyon Cutter, I was right. And yeah, as you can see, it does indeed hit twice. I can't attack anymore right now. I can't. So let's try and go for... where are they? No, we'll just go for an Ultra Ball. See how it goes. Okay, not even a shake. And it has Sacred Sword, the same move that the Swords of Justice use. I don't have a lot of moves I can use against this thing, so we're just gonna have to throw balls and see what we can do. Oh my god, that was so close! 3 shakes! So yeah, they're not fighting. So this is actually Steel Psychic. Or Psychic Steel, I think, actually. Two shakes. This is pretty weird. Full switch. Don't know, it's Tachyon Cutter, Future Sight, Sacred Sword, Sacred Sword, and Full Switch. And it also knows how to break out of Ultra Balls easily. I want to attack again, I really do. I just don't know how. One more Snarl will definitely knock it out. That's the problem. One shake? No. I'm just thinking, what do my Pokemon have? I know Cinders definitely can't attack. I don't think Power Outrage can either. Shroud, I don't think so. Boulder has Leech Seed, but that might be too risky. Flydra can't. You're 185, so we can't use that. Let's try a Leech Seed, and if we don't get it, I'll cut to another attempt. It's worth a shot. In retrospect, I should have used a team that were more suited to weakening and catching these Pokemon, but yeah, we haven't seen these Pokemon in 2 episodes, so I just figured we should go with them instead. Let's go with, it might be a bit too premature, but we'll try a Timer Ball. Oh, critical catch, come on. Yeah, we got it! Iron Crown is now with us. Thank you, Wilbur. Anyways, Iron Crown, the Paradox Pokemon, like the rest. Steel and Psychic, like I mentioned. Psychic's its secondary typing. There was supposedly an incident in which it launched shining blades to cut everything around it to pieces. Little else is known about it. Now that begs the question, do we name them? I'll make that a very surefire answer. Yes, we will. I have 2 name suggestions, and I think you can tell that I was going to save these names for these Pokemon. And the first one I'm going to name, it's going to be short. Both of them are going to be shortened, but I will just yeah, okay. So the first one will be called Summoning the End, which I feel suits this one because its Pokédex entry mentions, pardon me, cutting everything to pieces, you know, it's the end, it's bringing forth the end, if you will. So Summoning the End is its actual name, but of course it's got to be shortened. One of these days we will have not a shortened dex entry. Yeah, we have got one of them so far. I'm going to heal up Shadow, and then we're going to go and reach the other Paradox Pokemon of the episode. Well, of Violet anyways. We're going to get the other 2 as well. One's for Scarlet, but like I said, actually while we're doing this, I will basically break down what the so-called catch is. And the catch is, when I do go to Scarlet and Violet and I do catch the other 2 Paradox Pokemon, I am not going to be nicknaming them, and the reason for that is because I haven't actually caught them before myself. I've got them through trading for the Pokédex, but I've never actually named them myself. I've not got them under my name myself. So I've got 2 already, I've got 1 of each Scarlet Paradox, but they're going to be for the Live Index in Pokemon Home. So the 2 I catch in Scarlet and Violet I want to have in my main file, so I'm not going to nickname the ones. But here's the other one, and that was easier than I thought. Okay, right on this way. So yeah, look at the design on this one. It is looking slick. I like the bands around its legs, the orange ones there. It's pretty cool. And this resembles Terrarium, who, just like Iron Leaves and Iron Crown, is a Psychic type. But Psychic Rock instead. There we go. Its blades can rotate. I'm not gonna lie, I don't actually know the name of its signature move, but I know it has something to do with the blades and they kind of close over, and yeah, kind of like that, to form like the one big blade. It's hard to describe it. I'll know it when I see the name. So yeah, we're gonna take you on with this. Megahorn, that's it. Nah, I'm joking. seriously though, it's not that move, it's something else. And it's not serious, that's basically their initial move anyways. I'd like to believe they got those moves from their ancestors in Terrarium and Paldea. So yeah, I'm not going to use the Leaf Seed strategy just yet. I think the last one was a fluke. Okay, Diamond Shake once. That's it, Mighty Cleave, that's its move. So yeah, it literally closes its two blades into one, that's it. Well, that was easy. It's the second ball. Yes, we now have all three. Well, I say all three. We haven't actually shown off catching leaves or crow. Iron leaves are walking away, but I might try and get an episode for them. But anyways, Iron Boulder, the Paradox Pokemon, Rock and Psychic. It was named after a mysterious object recorded in an old book, similar to most of them. Its body seems to be metallic. That's it. Its body seems to be metallic. They all seem metallic. I mean, whatever. And the other nickname is Devoured by Design. But like the first one, I've got to shorten it. Devoured by Design, which is a very nifty name. I feel like it more fits this one because I'd like to believe that this Terrarium just looks so much different from the other one, and I feel like out of the three, this one feels a bit more the most. I don't know. I feel like it's changed the most compared to the other two and their respected ancestors. So yeah, there we go. Devoured by Design. So in a way, it is devoured by design. That's my logic, at least for these ones. So there we go. There's only one thing we can do now before I cut over to Scarlet and try and go for their respected ones, and that's talk to Perrin again and show her the progress we've made with these two. Because as soon as I have also gotten the last two Paradox Pokemon, that'll be it, you know, complete the Pokedex. Which I think I will actually start the next episode off with, seeing the progress, what Serrano has to give us. We'll see. But anyways, let's talk to Perrin, now that we have the two Pokemon that she got a photo of. Or she saw photos of. What? Nathan Sinters, that Pokemon, isn't that the Pokemon from the picture? That's a real life Iron Boulder? That thing is built! Wow! Rumour says that this fill charges its horns with energy, then uses them to plough through everything in its path. That should have been the Pokédex entry. Not that its body's metallic, we already know that. Oh. If it were true, then this thing would be a real fearsome threat to face. Now let me just snap a couple of photos here. This could mean the other Pokemon I showed you is real too. Report back to me if you find it, okay? There was no point in cutting me off there, I had it. Yeah, she's basically said the same thing to start off with. A real Iron Crown? It's so mecha. The rumour has it that this fill can fire off beams from its horns that'll cut through anything at all. Yeah, that was the Pokédex entry. At least they were cooler about it for Iron Crown. With Boulder, it was just like, it's metallic. If that were true, then this thing would be a real fearsome threat to face, just like before. Let me snap a couple of photos here. Wow, you actually went and found them both. I can't even be surprised. That's just like you, Nate Cinders. Between you and me, I have a hard time focusing on my own work. I couldn't keep my mind off those photos. You saved me. I know I didn't promise any rewards or anything, but I've got to thank you for putting the mystery to rest. Here you go, this prize is a real catch. Okay, a sport ball, not bad. A special Pokeball that was used during the bug catching contest in the Johto region. Very rare. It's wild to see, it's wild how much mystery is left in the world, isn't it? When you're a kid, you can just run wholehearted wherever you want, but it's not easy when you get older. You keep running these cinders, find unknown Pokemon, have grand adventures. Do it for me. And now I think I'd better get back to work. Okay. Iron Crown and Iron Boulder belong to us now. Like I said, I'm going to try and figure out how I can do episodes for Walking Wake and Iron Leaves, because I already caught them before, twice at least. One for Scarlet and one for Violet. So what I'm going to do is, I will be back fairly soon when we are ready to talk to her again for the other two Paradox forms. So I will see you all then. And we are finally back. We are now in... And we are finally back. We are now in Scarlet once again. And yeah, it turns out I actually had to get 150 Pokemon in the Kitakami dex and do all the Blood Moon stuff on Scarlet. So it took me a wee while, but I finally finished everything I need to, and now I can finally show off this part. I'm not going to read all this again, but what I am going to do is, and this is the reason why I'm here, is show off the pictures she has for the other two paradoxes. And honestly, I've only ever seen them like once, maybe twice, so I want to see them all in game for the first time. So yeah, these are basically the other two. Look at that! That actually looks pretty cool. I genuinely don't know where that is. I'm thinking it's the same spot, I hope. Of course a certain Pokemon can hide itself like that. I doubt that, but whatever. So, okay, Gouging Fire and Raging Bolt. So, hopefully I know where to find them, although I don't know for sure. Whereabouts there? The Raging Bolt. At least we know it's at the bottom. And I'm thinking Gouging Fire could potentially be in the same spot that Iron Crown was. It's just a different angle, I hope. But anyways, I will meet you there in just a moment, once I have basically done my preparations, you know, bought some Pokeballs and the like, so I'll see you all shortly. Okay guys, I am back. I had to do some research and I can confirm Gouging Fire and Raging Bolt are not in the same places or even anywhere near their Violet counterparts. I would never have gotten Gouging Fire because the picture for it, as you saw, was on a cliff, and there are many a cliff in this place. And I did begin circling around, like I had a quick check just in case, just to kind of get to know how to get there quicker. See across from me, that's where we're going. And as for Raging Bolt, I know where to get it. It's not too bad. It's still at the bottom. So, like, I knew if we see water, it wasn't going to be too bad. But initially, it was over there where Raging Bolt... no, I think it was that ledge there, actually, where Iron Crown was. But Raging Bolt is all the way here, actually. So you basically come off where you land, and you just go fly to like this antennae that has a waterfall at it. Well, that doesn't really help, does it? Yeah, you can tell this is my first ever time catching these because I wouldn't have guessed. But it should spawn here. There it is, Gouging Fire! I want to admire it quickly because this is my first time actually seeing it in game and it looks so sick. Wow. Like I've got them in Scarlet and Violet, but it was like traded over, so I've never seen this before, and I just really want to admire it. It just looks so cool. It's a lot bigger than I thought, actually. With the iron ones, they were a bit roughly the same size as their counterparts, but like they're different sizes. They're bigger, these ones. Here we go, Gouging Fire, and you'll remember Marionette from the last episode. Yeah, I decided to bring him for the lot. Bring him along for the ride. Yeah, you're probably gonna get poisoned. Yep, so we've got to be careful because he'll be poisoned and confused thanks to what poison puppeteer that's it. Which means I dare not attack again. So yeah, Gouging Fire, Walking Wake and Raging Bolt have something that the legendary beasts of Johto don't have. A secondary type. While they're all still water, fire and electric respectively, they are all also dragons. They are all dragon types. So it'll be dragon electric, dragon fire, dragon water obviously. Burning Bulwark. That's its signature move. I know obviously Thunderclap, but I've never... That move I forgot because I've never like really battled with these Pokemon. But we gotta be careful, I think we're about to lose Gouging Fire. See, it's failing, so what is it that you... How can you use it? I don't understand. Oh, wrong Pokeball. I might go for a Heal Ball. Oh, 2 shades. No, Gouging Fire! Take 2. And I will not use Malignant Chains again. Malignant, not Malignant. I will not use that move again. There we go, now it's working. Protected itself? It's a protect? Does that mean it burns you if you use a physical move? Interesting. Entei's signature move is a protecting move. If it's it, it's like Spiky Shield, where if you, or Baneful Bunker, where you get protected, but there's also a nasty side effect. Interesting. Yeah, so this time we can catch or try to without the fear of poison having taking its course. Gouging Fire, I really thought you appreciated that because evidently, it explains why it keeps failing. I thought Gouging Fire would appreciate that. Dragon Rush, yay! Interesting, I didn't know you could learn that. I don't often battle with any of these legendary Paradox forms, not even the Violet ones, except for Iron Leaves, which I trained up to try and fight Walking Wake and any other Pokemon that it'd be strong against. And I suppose that's the same with Walking Wake, especially for those nasty sunny day Pokemon. Yeah, okay, this is becoming a bit of a weird one. But look at the design, it's looking so sick! Okay, I'm seeing a trend, it's 321012. I'm gonna break the chain because I know for a fact It's not gonna work. Let's try a timer ball. It worked for our crown, so we'll see about you. Okay, 2 shakes. You were getting there. Do you want to live a luxurious life? Please say yes. Okay, I'll take the hint. Seriously though, I don't actually know how much Gouging Fire can attack. Signature moves and powerful ones have less PP, so that begs the question, how persistent is Gouging Fire going to be to the point where it's going to start struggling? And you finally landed the mark. Marionette is down. Hey, we get to use our older team. Oh, our other team. Oh my goodness. Just give me a moment, guys. The laptop's dying again. It happens all the time. Okay, we're back, and I've just had an idea. Plan A of dropping frames worked out perfectly. Plan B is using Mystical Fire because it won't. It's not that strong. I will use it again if I feel like I am able to. Oh, come on. Lava Plume, you know, Lava Plume also. So it's Dragon Rush, Fire Blast, Lava Plume, and that burning wall war? Forgot the name of it. It's always 2 shakes. It's always 2 shakes and then it comes out. What gives? Yeah, we got Gouging Fire! There we go. Perfect. Gouging Fire, the Fire Dragon type. It's also a Paradox form, I should have mentioned. There are scant few reports of this creature being sighted. One short video shows it rampaging and spouting pillars of flame. Interesting. So, like I said earlier on in the episode, I'm not going to nickname them because these are actually my very first ones that I've caught. I've got 2 from trades, so yeah, they're going to go in my Pokemon Home boxes. And Gouging Fire and Iron Raging Bolt are going to be my main file, so I'm not going to nickname these 2. Anyways, to find Raging Bolt, it's near water, and I believe it's here where these 2 platforms are. Last time it was there. Oh, I've just pointed at the screen even though you can't see. It's about here where it was last time. So down here should be the Golduck. I'm not even going to look up. I'm not even going to look up because I know it's here. I know it's here. I don't. There it is! Hey! Why would I press Y? No! Oh, actually, that little plan with Mystical Fire really did help. So I'll try that again. Go back up to the top. Yeah, because... Oh, that's so cool! What? I've never seen that before! Oh my god, wow! Okay, Raging Bolt, let's see what you've got, Dave. Oh, it's so cool! Oh, it's Raging Bolt! Excellent! Wow! Actually, we haven't done this yet. Let's use a quick ball. It's so close! Rising voltage. Yep. Okay, let's use Power Gem actually. We've got to leave the camera like this so we can actually see Raging Bolt. That's so cool. Look at that, I just realised the spikes come out of its back and it's not like a small little triangles, it's actually like archways almost. Dragon Hammer. That's a problem if we lose our fairy types. So I know next, if Fluttermane goes down, we bring Terrarium. Okay, I'm not gonna pull the camera up every single time. So we need to just throw Ultra Balls and hope for the best. Yeah, you're very adamant about not going in the ball. At least Gouging Fire try to from time to time. Thunderclap, there's its signature move and it didn't work. I can't remember, how does some Thunderclap work? And I'm back, just doing, after needing to do a couple things, but hey. Let's end it off with this ball. Okay. What? Thank you? Wow. I appreciate that, Raging Bolt, thank you. Anyways, Raging Bolt, the Paradox Pokemon, Electric and Dragon. It's said to incinerate everything around it with lightning launches from its fur. Very little is known about this creature. Yeah, to the point you can't even see its face. Thank you, Raging Bolt. I really do appreciate that. Okay. The other two, we already saw what the other two Pokemon are in that dex. It's Iron Crown and Iron Boulder. Anyways, let's go back to Perrin. We'll talk to her, see the unique descriptions she gives these two, and then we'll call it a day. Because it's been a long episode. And I want to say this now, the next episode I plan on, I think I'm actually going to go and catch the starters. So, we've caught the Paradox Pokemon today. I think, yeah, next time I'm going to catch all 18 starters. Show them off where they're caught. And then just basically see where we go after that. But enough with that, let's finish today's episode before we worry about the next one. Ah, Cinders, that Pokemon, isn't that the Pokemon from the picture? That's a real life Gouging Fire, just look at the shape of its head. There are rumours that say this fellow can make magma erupt from the ground just by roaring. Sounds like Entei to a T. Ha ha ha, if that were true, this thing would be a real fearsome to hit to face. She's saying the same stuff really. This could mean the other Pokemon I showed you is real too. Report back to me if you find it, okay? I should have said, wonderful! What? Cinders, that Pokemon, isn't that the Pokemon from the picture? Yeah, I've basically described this. I explained this last episode. It doesn't say Cinders here, because it's a different, it's obviously a different game, but just pretend it says Cinders, okay? Instead of Nathan, just... yeah. A real Raging Bolt? That neck is... boy, that neck. It's almost too much to fit in one frame. Rumour has it that this fellow can cover the whole sky with dark clouds and bring lightning crashing down just by swinging that long neck around. Yeah. She is basically gonna be the one who writes the next Pokédex entries, I swear. Because she is saying that she knows more about them than the Dex itself, because the Dexes half the time say it came out of a magazine and it's similar to this or that. But she's actually given details about what they could be capable of. Well, you actually went and found them both. I can't even be surprised. That's just like you, Nate Cinders. Again, between you and me, I was having a hard time focusing on my own work. I couldn't keep my mind off those photos. You saved me. Saved me. I know I didn't promise any rewards or anything, but I've got to thank you for putting the mystery to rest. Here you go. This prize is a real catch. Yeah, same as before. Sport ball. I'm not going to read that. It's wild how much mystery is left in the world, isn't it? Yeah, I'm just going to skip all of this. We've already heard this before. Everyone's happy. And best of all, I have my own Raging Bolt and Gouging Fire now. Hooray! But anyways, I think I will wrap up today's video at long last. So next time, I will be going on my main file and we can see just where we can get each and every starter. It'll be much quicker that way. So yeah, thank you all so much for watching today's video. If you enjoyed it, then please like the video, comment on the video, and subscribe to the channel for more content. And also check out my Twitter that I'm active on a regular. It's the same name as the channel, Nate Cinders. The link to that is on the channel itself. So thank you all so much for watching, and I'll see you guys next time.